Hello everyone and welcome back to the AOC Master Championship. This is game 2 of a best of 3 between Warriors Gaming Unity and the Mongolz. Thank you of course to AOC for sponsoring this tournament as well as Dota 2 Lounge. And thank to you guys for watching. I'm Lily, I'm going to be casting this, so welcome. So first game was taken by Warriors Gaming Unity. They had a surprise Meepo last pick, which the Mongolz just didn't have any real counter to, who just sort of strolled all over them after around about the 15-minute mark. There were a couple of throws there by Warriors Gaming, but they did manage to turn it around. They had a 20k gold lead through a couple of times, which led to a 10k gold lead only, but still won the game with a nice team wipe and a GG call up by the Mongolz. This game seen pretty similar ban-outs. Marana being banned out there by the Mongolz as well as the Sven. Last game they did pick up that Marana. Warriors Gaming again going for a very ganking oriented lineup with the Sand King and the Kunko coming out first. Vengeful Spirit and Omni Knight for the Mongolz though, which are very defensive supports. Vengeful Spirit can play a quite roaming, aggressive style of hero, but usually she is just used as sort of a sacrificial sheep, swapping her teammates out if they get caught out of position to try and save them. But given they've now picked up an Omni Knight as well, I do wonder if this is going to be an offlane or a mid Omni Knight, or an offlane or an offlane Elder Titan. Because both Omni Knight and Elder Titan are played as both sort of core roles as well as support roles. This is going to be like some kooky one position Vengeful Spirit. Either way, the first 3 picks from the Mongolz have led to some questions, taking 3 support as heroes. Omni Knight as a core role can actually be quite scary. The max out on his 3rd skill, the Degen Aura, can be quite terrifying. You know, you can chase down people very, very effectively, follow that up with Magic Immunity and a nice pure damage heal, and you can really give a lot of people grief. However, as just a support role, it's equally scary, maxing out the repel and the heal, being able to keep your teammates and your carries alive through both physical as well as magical damage. Warriors Gaming now grabbing out a Morphling, so that is going to be the carry Morphling, the mid Invoker. Sand King could be heading to the offlane or could be played as a support, and Kunka could be played as a offlane, also could be played as support. It sort of depends. I feel like for Kunka they're better to get a strict stunning range support, something like the Shadow Demon they had last game, but they could use the Sand King Kunka. It is still a viable combo. And the Mongolz now with a Bat Rider pickup. Ouch. A hero you don't see as much, sometimes played in the mid lane or the jungle, also sometimes played as the off lane, but usually a core role. He is still quite strong, really good kill potential, good against some of these slow heroes like we are seeing from Warriors Gaming. It will force the Morphling to probably go for a Lincoln Sphere as his first item of choice, which isn't necessarily ideal. Lincoln Sphere is good if there's a lot of spells to cancel out, but it is also a big investment that gives basically no damage and it's a purely defensive item. So Morphling, Lincoln Sphere is going to be probably necessary against the Bat Rider, given the Bat Rider's efficiency at jumping forward and ganking the poor Morphling. They're now seeing the Slack being banned out. The Mongolz are in need of a carry, most likely, depending on what they're doing with the Elder Titan and the Omni. And somebody can counter a lot of greedy pickups from Warriors Gaming, honestly. Sand King is quite a greedy hero. He wants to get up, Blink Dagger, an Aghanim Scepter, an Aetherlands. Kunka also quite greedy, wanting to, he can rotate into a carry, I suppose, with his Tidebringer, but at least he wants to get up the Aetherlands, at the very least as a support role. Invoker's, experienced greedy, wants to always be soloing, and same with the Morphling. We do see Morphlings to join team fights and play quite aggressively, and I think it was Warriors Gaming I saw play a Morphling who was really joining the team fights from, the get-go, honestly, teleporting around at 6 minutes in. But they do also require a lot of farm. They got the Phantom Assassin! Alright then. That's an unusual pick. A lot of lockdown from Warriors Gaming, so Pierre's gonna have a hard time, and an Oracle is the last pick, so that will be either a core Sand King or a core Kunka. Depends who picks it up. Whoever Wen gets is gonna be the offlaner. But wow, a Phantom Assassin. Oracle is gonna give her a really hard time. Oracle can just straight up stop her from attacking with the 2nd skill. I think it's called Fate's Edict, so PA is really going to have to watch out. BKB is going to be a necessary item. However, I guess she does have the Omni Knight on her team to repel her. Depends on if the Morphling is going to go for sort of a Lincoln Sphere into a Diffuser Blade. If the Morphling does do that, then BKB is going to be necessary, but Morphling doesn't go for the Diffuser Blade, then It doesn't really matter. Now, of course, Oracle's first skill is a purge. So this means that it can actually purge repel if used preemptively. So you can't actually target someone with repel. But if you, say your teammate, you purge your Sand King, who then walks up next to the Omni Knight, you will then purge the Omni Knight. But you can't target the Omni Knight who is repelled himself to remove it, unless you target the Omni Knight before he gets the repel cast off, so the Fortune's End is flying through the air to land on the repel. I think that can work, but yeah, Oracle is often seen as a counter to Omni Knight, but is not actually that hard of a counter just because of how difficult it is to purge the repel. But anyway, going through the players, we're going to be having Tired to Lose playing that Vengeful Spirit. Omni Knight can be played by Humans, and Humans was on the mid lane last game, so it looks like this is going to be a mid Omni Knight. Batrider going to be played by Masquerade in the off lane. Phantom Assassin going to be played by XTD, and AAA is going to be on the Elder Titan. On the side of WG Unity, we're going to have Arfu on the Oracle. Wen is going to be playing the Sand King on the off lane. Zaki is going to be on that support Kunkka. Chitsai is going to be playing the Morphling, and Nana is going to be on the mid lane Invoker. But I'm jealous of that set. That's from Arfu. That's cute. Oh, that's cute. Giving each other gifts and stuff. How adorable. Alright, so bottom room gonna get taken there by the Radiant, top rune going to the Dire uncontested. Now, Omni Knight going head to head with an Invoker. Definitely an interesting lane, an interesting matchup. Now, Omni Knight does have pretty nice base armor, sitting on 5 armor. He's got a stat shield as well to help him out, so 50% block chance of 16 damage, I think. So he is not going to be taking that much physical damage. However, Nana is going to be able to hit him down quite a lot, and that is going to be giving him grief. Now, of course, like I said, Omni Knight with a couple levels in the degen aura is quite terrifying. He can really just run at you and you can't get away. It's so hard to get away. But that is going to really depend on the Omni Knight being able to get close. In the mid lane, that's hard because there's just not that much chasing room. But you can see already he's really playing aggressive against Nana, not really being afraid of the Invoker. Batrider can harass that a bit. Not really being afraid of the Invoker because he knows he can heal himself up if, you know, Nana does harass him down, you know, too much. Plus his bottle should be coming out fairly soon. On the other lanes, we are going to be seeing Batrider, like we saw, going head to head with this delicious off lane. Now, they did manage to block out his hard camp, which means he can't go and stack. Also, if they did, you know, decide to have a peekaboo, they would actually have dewarded the ward, but they didn't head up there, so not going to be catching that deward despite the sentry ward catching it out. This should be a pretty easy lane for the Dire. Batrider is a very strong offlaner, but not that much you can do against a tri-lane like this. Hard to get in. Of course, you can purge out the sticky napalm stacks with the Oracle, which means not that much that the Batrider can really do if they do decide to, you know, just go on him. You know, you can try and slow him down, but they'll just purge it out anyway. So Elder Titan is now rotated up to help out. He's not going to be able to do too much. Just sort of harass out the offlane. You know, do as much as he can to help his teammates out, but not expecting, you know, a hard win on this offlane for him. And finally on the bot lane, XTD should be just free farming here. Sand King's doing what he can. He has got up the Sandstorm. Ooh. Aggressive Elder Titan. He has got up the Sandstorm, but they do have a sentry ward down, so he can't really go too far forward, because if he does, they'll pretty much just, well, stun him and kill him. He hasn't been stacking out this hard camp. And this hard camp is one of the hardest ones to stack though. The stack marker is around about here, and the pull timer, you have to pull it at like 52 seconds and get all of the stack out here. Very hard to stack that camp. Conversely, this one, you know, the box is like that and it pulls all the way out to here. You know, it pulls down to here, versus this camp which pulls like right to here with the stack thing being here, so the creeps will get stuck in here. So it does mean it's a little bit harder, I would say, for the Sand King to get farm than the Batrider, which is probably why they didn't bother to block this, whereas the Dire knew to block this camp out. However, Sand King hasn't even rotated the jungle at all. He's still just sitting in this lane, pretty resolutely trying to get farm. Gonna get a little bit of harassment there onto the Phantom Assassin. Oh no, about to have a coughing fit. Top lane, they're going in onto Masquerade. He's got the Firefly though, but they do have a torrent coming out Masquerade taking a lot of damage. X-Mox's spot can be sending him back, and down he goes. Afu getting the first blood. Now Afu maybe once more, but the Elder Titan is chasing after him. Now he's still got the Purge. Going to turn around, just get a Purge off. Afu is going to go down in return. Torrent going out onto the Elder Titan, and Jitsai is going to wave form forward, get the last hit there. There's a 1-for-1 trade. No, 1-for-2, sorry. Losing the Bat Rider and the Elder Titan for the Oracle. There's something in my throat, I'm sorry. Alright, in the mid lane though, look at that, going super aggressively. He's going to get a kill, but dies in return. And Omni Knight, no fear. He would have been fine actually if Arthur hadn't been there, but level 2 on the Purifying Flames, it's quite hard. So not going to be escaping that. And that makes it 2-3 on the board. Both mid laners dying, and now Arthur getting a little bit of a chance to farm, which is always nice for an Oracle. Faster an Oracle gets his Arcane Boots, the more relevant he can be. A very, very spammy hero, but obviously it's quite hard to spam when you have no mana. Now in the mid lane, Humans has come back. They just go head to head with Nana. 14-6 to 18-4, so Omni Knight is really getting a good run in this lane. On the top lane, going in again onto the Elder Titan. From the low ground, he's going to get the stomp off, but Northlane waveforms through it and dodges it. Very nicely done. And that's going to be right for him. Now Batrider is still chasing after Zaki, trying to get Zaki down. 3 heroes there, magic immune. He can actually just turn around. He'll be okay. Afu doing what he can. Get a nuke, and down goes Masquerade. 2-5 on the board, favouring Double G Unity. Not the best of starts for the Mongols. Sand King has come to the jungle. He's got up his Iron Talon, which will help out with his jungle farming quite a lot. Oracle almost got his Arcane Boots up. Alright, now coming back up here. This wood has died, so we can start stacking this camp out. One thing I would have liked Elder Titan to do is to go stack the camp out for the, the jungle out for this poor Batrider, because Batrider's just not having a good lane. Elder Titan coming up here and staking experience isn't really helping. No, might be able to get a kill. Gonna get the purge off there, but now after he's being caught out of the tree, he's gonna make himself immune, heal himself up. He's used up all his magic stick charges. He's not want to actually die now, given that he did just have enough to buy his Arcane Boots, but last was not available. He's gonna go down. Magic damage is just too much. Sorry. Now PA, haven't seen much from him. Just been farming really. He's got his Ring of a Cooler up. Bought out an Infused Raindrop, quite a smart decision. It does block out 120 damage from instances of 50 damage. So for Sandstorm, that will proc it now. Well, I guess next level maybe, depends on if it counts magic immunity. So I don't think it does. But it'll definitely help out against, the Burrow Strike. And since Nana is going for the Tornado EMP build, it'll help out against that too. Cold Snap and the like, in the early game at least. Omni Knight's in the mid lane, so he's going to be getting quite high levels. You can see his build going 3-1-2, making sure he can really play quite aggressively, dive down as well as heal himself up when needed. Top lane, teleport out. Alright, now we're just on level 4, not having the best. You compare that to the Sand King on level 5. The Sand King is getting a little bit more from his lane. Actually, Batrider could be going down again. So it's going to make it 1-3, torrented up in the air, and yeah, down he goes. Lastly, going the way of Afu. This Oracle having an absolute field day of kills. Arcane Boots are done now. And they're going to push on this tower. Tornado EMP on the mid lane. Doing a lot of damage there. VS is there to help out. Stun going to be coming out. Elder Titan just going to sit in the trees. He's clarity himself up. Ready to go back in if need be. Sand King's lurking behind as well as the Oracle too.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Definitely ready to protect. And there's a nice bottle from his teammate.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
We could be seeing a skirmish in the mid lane coming up very, very soon. We do see Afu and Zaki rotating down, going to be catching out the VS. VS gets a stun off there onto Afu. The Torrent going to be leading up in the air, and boom goes the VS. She's just dead. The nuking power from this Oracle is just way too much in the game. And I have to say, I do like how Afu is playing this Oracle. A lot of the time you see pro players play Oracle very, very defensively, but Afu is playing him, like Oracle can be played as a really aggressive support. Scoring kills all across the map, sitting on 3-2-4 right now. Really, really utilizing his combo effectively to get off, a little bit of harassment, with the Purifying Flames followed up by Fortune's End, and then just seal the deal with another Purifying Flames if they get low enough, if you need it. Which right at the moment, they don't even need it. Just so much nuke power there with the Morphling waveform and the Torrent.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
XTD still just farming in the bot lane. Mid lane we can see Nana just getting chased out of lane by the hasted Omni Knight. Phase boots are done, so he hits really, really hard right now. Tornado looks so sick. God. The Batrider's come back up. This Batrider is just determined in his coming up this lane and not going to the jungle. I mean, he just keeps dying over and over again, but he's not giving in. Either way now, bot lane, kill tempt is coming out. Top lane, there's 4 up here, but there's nobody really to find. Morphin's just sitting in the trees, and meanwhile they're going in on this PA in the bot lane. X marks the spot, Torrent is coming out, the nukes, the stun follow up, the epicenter are even going to be used for this. She does manage to blink herself away, VS is there, Swap is not up though, and now Wen could be going down, but the Tornado EMP going to be landing onto both of them. This could be bye by PA. VS is out of mana, she's forced back behind the tower there, and they didn't even get the Morphling from that rotation. The whole team was up on top lane, apart from the PA, leaving her unprotected on the bot lane, wanting to sort of trade a carry for a carry, but they didn't even get that. They just lost their carry for nothing.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Oh, and behind the tower, VS is being caught out. They know she's in there. She's trying to escape. There's 2 rotations coming out. Gonna be caught out, both of them. EMP coming through. Elder Titan gonna lose all of his mana. He will get the Stomp off though. Omni Knight is there as well with the Repel going. And will get purged there. Very nice purge coming out. Now look at him going very, very aggressively. Arthur now can't even get his ultimate off before he gets critted to death. 2-man stunned by Wen though, keeping them both trapped in the trees. Now Tornado going to be coming out, landing onto 2. 3 actually, throwing them up. Nana needs to make a run for it, getting slowed down, but Kunkka is there. The Torrent's going to be coming out, can land there on the Batrider. Now Nana just turns around, tries to fight. If he can get down the Batrider, he might be able to survive. He is actually invis, but the ticking damage is going to be enough to take him down. Just in the Firefly. Meanwhile, behind the tower, Wen is very, very low. PA chasing after him, but not going to be able to get that kill.
Is under attack.
Wen is just able to sit there and viz. It's pinging him out, he knows he's there, but what can they do?
Radiant's middle
Oh,
tower.
X marks the spot now. Actually, you can see he was intending on healing his teammate, but doesn't even need to do that because they can instead use their time to kill off the PA again. 10 minutes in, 5 to 11 on the board. 2,000-ish gold lead. Is this going to be another kill? Oh, Jitsai! Strength morphing. He should be good to make it out of this. He does just teleport. They don't have level 5 on the VS, so she can't swap them. So around about, I'll actually make that about 1,500 gold lead. 3,000 experience lead though in favor of WG Unity. Looking at the net worth chart, Morphling is sitting a full 1,000 ahead, and so much of this is due to this Batrider sitting on 2 to 4. Masquerade definitely is determined to keep heading back to that top lane, but it would have been better if he just gone to the jungle instead of going up there and feeding kills over and over again. A PA, no trees really to hide behind at that tower. Wen is now coming forward, looking to go onto him. He does get the blink off there. Tornado EMP going to be landing through. X marks the spot. Stomp from the Elder Titan will be maybe keeping alive, but Epicenter is coming out. Going to be going onto him. Down he goes. And now Elder Titan is being betrayed by his own spirit, making a run for it. He's trying to actually get down Nana, wanting to get something in return, but the team is there to help him out. And of course, they do have the false promise to keep Nana alive. If Nana can just get close enough to his heal, and the stun going onto Masquerade. Masquerade, he's stuck in the middle of 4, but VS is there as well. He's sending back, and no false promise coming out. He just let Nana go. He false promises himself, instead deciding that he wants to get as many kills as possible. This is how you play Oracle, he says. You go for kills, screw your teammates, getting killed up. With VS chasing after him, he could probably turn around and kill her. She's only level 4, or level 5 now, I guess, but he's scared. Why don't you fight her? Fight her! He could have killed that, but whatever. And meanwhile, Wen dies. Omni Knight. Fight recap.
Radiant's top tower.
Golden experience. WG Unity did seem to get the jump on that. Pulling a little bit ahead. Of course, Nana did not have to die. Oracle being maybe a little bit too greedy, not ulting
Dire's middle
is his mid laner. Instead, he decided that he, save himself. Screw the mids. I'm Oracle.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Going in on to Repel, they're coming out. Just going to keep him alive. Just enough. Omni Knight have a peekaboo at his items. So he's got up his drums, his phase boots, and his bottle. Not sitting too rich, honestly, for a mid-Omni Knight, but he's doing okay. Skill-wise, he's got level 4 into Degen Aura as well as Purification, but only level 1 Repel and no points in Guardian Angel. So this does mean that he's not that good at playing defensively. He's very much an aggressive. And now AA going in for the stun. Morphling will actually get caught out there. The whole team coming in, the stun, the heal. Morphling, he's got the waveform. Why doesn't he use it? He is going to use it to get over the cliff there. Strength Morphing, but not enough. And down he goes. The killing spree going the way of the Elder Titan. Whole team rotation for him there. The rest of the team, though, is going to be pushing on the bot lane. They want to try and trade something for this. A tier 2 for a tier 1 could be quite nice for them. Looks like Nana is either going for a Maelstrom or he's picking up a bit of a late Midas. We'll have to see what he does opt to go for at this point. But the two supports from WG rotating towards this push on the mid lane. Nana teleporting in as well, and they want to try and fight this. Tornado EMP coming onto 3. The boat is going to land just on the head there of the Omni Knight, taking him down. VS is going to go down next, killing 3 there onto Arfu, and Batrider gets X marks the spot back. Masquerade, you want to try and run, you're not going to be able to, and Nana going to get that last hit there. That's a 3 for nothing. They lost the tower, I suppose, but that's all they lost, and wasn't even a decided by the Meridian there, so nobody got the kill. Wasn't denied though, so I suppose that's good for them. Now this PA sitting on 0 to 3, not having the best of time.
I'll take your trip.
Item wise, she's lacking right now. She hasn't really changed items in quite a while, so I'm not too sure what the game plan for her is item wise. She could be going for maybe a Vlad's. No, it looks like an Echo Saber possibly coming out for her. Either way, big rotation from the Dire onto this tier 2 tower on the top lane. VS is lurking in the trees, ready to swap her teammates out. They actually somehow know she's in there. Just caught sight of her, I think, and down she goes. No real chance. Now Batrider, he's no blink dagger, he's gone for the drum build. He's chasing after them. He wants more. Elder Titan has got the spirit going for them. Tornado going to be landing on 3 though. Can they really chase this? Drum going off yet again. They're trying to get the slow. They are really, really extending hard for this. But there's nobody there. They might get the courier. Trying to juke it through the trees. Stomp. Arfu does manage to dodge it. He could be in trouble. He decides to play a little bit more aggressive. Now he's running up. You can see he's trying to dodge out. He does get hit by the ultimate anyway. Now Omni's chasing after him. But in comes Nana, as well as the Epicenter. Epicenter not going to land it to anyone because he is repelled. But now the 2-man Dispel coming out. Fuck, 2 humans is going to be... No, actually healing himself up. He's going to be fine. They do manage to take down the Elder Titan now. Wen's still just sitting there in the invis, getting quite low. Nana just going to throw the tornado out, just securing a kill there on Masquerade. Now Nana could be in trouble. He does get the Ghost Walk off the tornado. Sorry, the boat landing on to Omni Knight. Meanwhile, Omni Knight going to get stunned up. PA is chasing Arfu into the trees. Arfu needs to try and make it alive for another couple of seconds, but it's not going to be enough. He does get off the Dispel, but it's not enough. Either way now. Can they get him down? Yes, they can. And that's going to be 4 kills in exchange for 1. Though Nana, one more hit, he will be taking it full. Yes, he does get taken down there by the VS. VS X marks the spot and Torrented, and it's a 2 for 4 trade. 2 for 5 actually. So all in all, definitely favouring the Dire pretty significantly. But VS must be pretty happy. She was sitting very, very poor. Now she's got a Tranquil Bits up. L55. So golden experience at this point in time, we're sitting at around about a 7,500 gold lead. Experience is around about 7,500 too. Level wise, you can see it's pretty evenly spread out, honestly. Supports are lacking a little bit on Mongolz by around about 1 level, but there's not that many people who have hit that course at level 11. PA definitely needs to find enough experience to get herself... Dragonlance, okay. Alright, PA definitely needs to find herself enough experience to, you know, pick up Dragonlance? A level 11 ultimate. But other than that, you know, a lot of the discrepancy is sort of between the Batrider and now PA is level 11, so it's going to help out a fair amount. A crit should be enough to sort of one-shot the supports if she's given free reign to attack them. Afu looking at the rune. He's basically just sort of farming around the jungle. They look like they want to pressure onto the tier 2 bot tower. Sort of looks like why they're sitting around here. They are scattered out though. Radiant has used scan. And this is going to be a big clash coming up. The smoke gang, they're going to go for the stun, but this is actually an illusion. They should have realized that. Looks like they did. Batraider didn't get off his ultimate. But now they're coming in. They've been spotted out. They're going to maybe find out Zaki. Zaki's going to get the boat off with the EMP. Going to land onto VS. VS is out of mana. They're going onto Afu. Afu going to get dragged back. Now in comes the Guardian. But of course they don't have Afu anymore. He can't dispel it. So now they can't really fight. Nana is on the run. Nana is actually going to be taking a fall there. Last hit going away. And this is actually a devastating fight there. WG Unity. I mean, they had the jump because the smoke gank was revealed there, but they didn't manage to utilize it and just losing 3 kills. And look at that gold, 2,000 gold from just 3 kills there. Morphling didn't even die, but he didn't even need to die. All they had to do was pick off Nana, pick off the Afu first. Afu going down first was a huge thing. Masquerade did a really good job by running after him and chasing him down. Because Afu is sort of the one that's keeping his teammates alive, and there's a lot of their nuking power. Very much a glass cannon. So now Blink Dagger should be coming out next onto Masquerade, and that'll help even more. Afu is going to have to start watching his positioning. He's got up his Aether Lens now, so there's no real excuse for him to be standing in the middle of the team like that. He needs to be standing right at the back, sort of ready to disengage and help his teammates out. We could see then, in that fight, he was really trying to do his best to negate the repel by using the Fortune's End, but it is of course very hard to aim, like I said. You really need your teammates to cooperate for an extended period of time by chasing, you know, sort of move clicking on the person with the repel on them, which is probably going to get them killed. Either way, a Guardian Angel is very much countered by the Oracle. It can of course dispel anyone who's got the Guardian Angel on them, but without Oracle up, Guardian Angel really does mean they've got immunity because no Diffusal Blade has come out. Morphling looks like he's going for the Ethereal Blade actually, so they've got no way to counter that repel. Now Invis rune on the VS. Omni now, popping the repel, looking like he wants to go onto Zaki. Zaki is just going to back out. Do they know that there's someone there though? Did he notice he got blocked? They've got Sentry Wards. They're going to put the Sentry Ward down. They catch sight of VS. VS is in trouble. X marks the spot going on turn, but the rest of the team is coming around. No PA there though, and VS is going to get repelled up. She's going to be okay. The Stomp is going to just disengage there, sending forward the illusion. But it looks like nothing much is going to happen. Just sort of back out. And I think I can notice because he got blocked for like a fraction of a second. That fraction of a second was enough for him to notice. I don't know where you're going. You see what I mean? That's why if you target him before he gets the repel off, people catch him. Now, Boyd is not going to land anyone. There's a very nice swap there. Keeping his teammates alive from the VS. Now they're trying to go onto the top lane, onto the PA. PA now turning around, going onto the Morphling. Morphling playing very super aggressively because he knows his team is there to back him up. And they're going to get down that PA. PA just playing too far out by herself. So they might try and push the T2 tower with this. Now of course Morphling is very very close to that Ethereal Blade, so waiting for that could be ideal. But without the PA for 40 more seconds, this is really a good time for them to just get a little bit of map advantage by taking down one more tower. Roshan's is quite difficult for them given that this is a Exort Wex Invoker. They don't have that damage coming out from that, you know, Quas Wex Invoker. They don't have the damage coming out from the Exort Invoker, which is probably what they want. However, they do have a little bit more kill potential than you might expect. Now they want to go into the Omni Knight on the bot lane. Omni Knight, Omni Knight, Omni Knight using trouble. EMP coming out, they're waiting for the purge. You're going to be charging it up. And, well, you preempted the Fortune's End just a little bit, but it doesn't matter because they got him down anyway. Mega kill straight there on Zaki. 13 to 25 on the board. Golden experience. Been a bit of a roller coaster, but now he's still sitting firmly in favor of WG, around about 7,500. Will increase even more with that tower. His guard is almost done. Alright, has got his blink up. BKB is almost completed. Solar Crest is done. And they're picking out the Roshan. I think they could Roshan quite easily at this point. Blink Dagger, Ethereal Blade. Someone's getting very close to their core items, or has them up already. I think this is the point when WG Unity should feel really comfortable pushing. You don't really want to delay it too long. When the PA gets her BKB, they will have a little bit of difficulty dealing with her. She's not going to be instantly, able to be nuked down. She's going to have that 10-second reign. It's really powerful to have that 10-second BKB in the other game, and especially given that the Morphling has gone for the Ethereal Blade, that shows that he's not interested in really taking down that PA, unless, it messes up her BKB in some way. You can see the Tam is coming out. The Swamp they're going to be keeping him alive for now, and Morphling's just happy to continue farming. Oh, stun not going to land. Poor VS, just dead. I mean, that was just the Morphling combo there. Didn't even have time to call it out before the VS died. Oh, the stun from Wen is actually going to completely miss. Force stops himself forward. Barrett now grabbing onto Arfman. And Arfman, of course, is that primary target number 1. He needs to ult himself, but he's going to go down before he can. The boat going to be landing onto nobody at all. The BKB, the repel, it's too much right now, and there's 2 dead. Morphling needs to get out. It looked like a good engagement for them, possibly having that VS dead, but now Morphling could be the one to go down. He gets the replicate off. He should be able to make it out here AOK. In fact, he's probably going to try and get a kill in return if he can. But nope. He's instead just going to lose the Aegis. A little bit greedy, I would say. I mean, why doesn't he just replicate out? What's he doing? There we go, okay. He was really playing with fire there, because if PA had got a crit, he would have died. That was really greedy. And that could have just backfired tremendously in his face. And that wasn't greedy in a, like, I'm going to try and get one more kill. That was greedy in a, like, I'm going to just try and get, like, a really cool play where I morph out on 1 health and demoralize them. He wasn't even trying to get a kill there. He couldn't have got a kill. He was just doing that to try and look cool. It wouldn't have looked very cool if PA had got a crit and killed him, though. Speaking of PA, I am very curious about this Dragonlance. I suppose it's similar to the Meepo. In that, it's free move speed. Free attacks. Oh, just looking at history. It is free, cheap stats. But I don't know. Does it increase the cast range of a Stifling Dagger? Increases the attack range by 140. I wonder, because it does mimic your items. It'd be a pretty cool change if it did. Good Batrider now, just farming out with Omni. Omni has almost got that Shiva's Guard up. In fact, he will once the Kree gets to the Sacred Shop. PA, like we saw, just got a BKB, so 9-second duration on that for the next fight. That is going to be quite crucial. The longer that BKB is, the better for those team fights, especially when she has to be aware of that Morphling. And Morphling now is going for the Diffusal Blade. I think they realized that you can't rely on the Oracle. It's too, unreliable at just, counter. Getting that Diffusal Blade up is going to be really, really crucial, and that should be done quite soon. So Morphling could be in trouble. He's got no replicate up. Oh no, yes he does, Getting caught out there, they know where he is. Now where is his replicate? Oh, he just used it to the base. Alright, so he's okay now. The Smoke Ink is chasing though. Are we gonna teleport out? Okay, the whole team's gonna make it out there. A-okay. They won't be finding anyone. Alright, tier 2 push now. Barrett is standing a little bit further back. He wants to definitely be the engagement for that. Yes, you know, back as well for the swap, but Omni... So they're all probably standing back and just leaving the PA front. Now PA is of course a good front man. Can't say anything against that. She can just tuck the fire out. Our teammates defender. Looks like this tower's gonna go uncontested. WT feeling a little bit afraid, obviously. They will get the repel, a nice two-man trap there. Sunstrike gonna miss. Nana already half health though, he has to watch out. Stomp's gonna land there. Just, you know, onto Oracle. And Mela gonna just disengage. Playing quite passively, honestly. WG seems scared of engaging, and actually as I'm talking on, PA goes down on that top lane. Instantly nuked by the Morphling, didn't even catch sight of that. Now Morphling, he's decided he's gonna go into Masquerade, and Masquerade, I guess he underestimated how much damage that Morphling does, because it is a lot. And going in onto the Omni, Omni is gonna, can't repel himself. He does have it up now, he's gonna cast it now, he's making a run for it, he's so quick, look how speedy he is. His face boots. He should be good to make away, bottling himself up, but they are chasing after him quite aggressively. Looks like he's gonna be able to make it away. Meanwhile, the top lane. Waveform. It's gonna be used there, but of course he's got the Glimmer Cape, so he's gonna be okay. Morphine now can't actually catch sight of him. Stomp gonna be coming out there, and now does he notice the Stomp is there? No, he doesn't. He's gonna instead get the tower. On the bot lane, they do catch the Omni and take him down as well. Going into the tier 2, and now it's just sort of snowball mode. Mongolz, I mean, they're in such a good position, but then they just caught out one by one. Morphling sort of split pushing and being really annoying on the top lane. The rest of them just pushing on the, you know, pushing around the jungle, getting kills. And that is the last of the tier 2 towers. Still got about 2 minutes left on the Roshan, if not a little bit more. So Roshan is not going to be, you know, they're in the next location to head to. But they could spend a little bit more time farming, you know, waiting for the next Roshan spawn. We've got some nice aggressive vision. I mean, they can see people farming now. Now Morphling really just playing aggressively, wanting to go in there onto Masquerade. Masquerade just instantly popped. Poor Morphling replicates himself out to go farm at the Ancients here. The rest of his team though look like they want to fight. The BKB is going to be popped onto the PA. She needs to find something and make this happen. Oh, they will get the stun off the swap. No, he's going to go down there. Splink Take was up in 1 second, but it's not going to be enough. Alright, have a look at the golden experience. Sitting around about 10,000 gold lead, experience around about 12,000. Pretty heavy lead for WG Unity. You can see how far ahead that Morphling is, but they're just playing so safe. I mean, I think they feel because they've got this Morphling, they have got the room to just turtle a little bit, wait a little bit longer. PA's items are not really picking up. She made an investment with the Dragon Lance, which is a cheap item that has got no late game utility. You know, usually you pick up something like the Desolator, which is good for pushing. You know, combos with the Orb Effect, the Battle Fury, which is good for farming, but she went for the Dragon Lance, which is very much an early game fighting item, and she hasn't really been able to utilize it that much. But the PA is sitting on 2 to 6 right now. She's got a Battle Fury sitting in her bank, but even that is not going to be that useful exactly, because Morphin does have a Lincoln Sphere, so going straight into an Abyssal Blade is going to have that potential counter just waiting at all times. I think that is one problem, is that Mongolz really went for early game items. And they went for the Solar Crest, they went for, you know, the Phase Boots, the Yules. These are items designed to fight in the early game, not sort of late game, you know, durability. And they didn't win the early game, so they've sort of forsaken their mid game. And now, from Mongol's side, they might need to wait just a little bit, get more farm on the PA before they can sort of take these fights like they want to.
This should make my life easier.
PA now is looking for someone to kill. Might catch Zaki out. He's really the only one in the general vicinity. The rest of the team is just waiting around the Roshan pit for someone to respawn. It's going to be a while though. Wen has got invisibility rune. It's about to wear out though. he goes a little bit too far forward, he could be in trouble. Oh, they could have caught out Masquerade. And down he goes. But meanwhile, Zaki, his unstoppable streak, gets taken there by the PA. So, probably a trade favoring the Radiant actually now. Going in now, Wen. Got 4 stuff, he's going to be okay. Alfu just purging himself completely. And Swap coming out there, Wen. He needs to get out of here. He is going to be able to blink himself out, dodging it all, and then away he goes. And all the backlines. Yeah, just going down. Skadi there on the Morphling, hitting them so hard. Teleport's going to get him out there, and now I think they're ready to push. No PA, 57 seconds. She does have a buyback though, that is very important to note. There is a buyback up on the PA. So if they can force that out and kill her again, that will be probably GG for sure. Morphling does push very, very quickly with the Skadi up. He's got so many stats, he hits so hard. Even with that minus VA aura, Vengeance aura, he hits very, very quickly and very, very hard. And Batrider says goodnight.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
All wands will break.
20 seconds left on the PA, they haven't managed to force the buyback yet. Still just diving for kills to try and get a little bit more space. With the Batrider dead, they've got 45 seconds left. And in they go, the Hex coming out, and down goes Elder Titan. Nana getting stunned up, Tornado coming through. Mental Spirit, I don't think she's long for this world yet. 2 shots down she goes. And there is going to be the Guardian Angel used, but the magical damage is enough. And Masquerade's just going to call the GG. I think they realize that it's a lost cause. PA coming in. I don't think PA realized it was a GG. She wants to fight this, but she's just going to get popped there as well. The Sunstrike ripping her apart before the Mongolz disconnect. So GG, well played to both teams. WG that was going to take this 2-0. Thank you of course to AOC for sponsoring this tournament, and thank you of course to Dota 2 Lounge. And the most important one is thank you guys for watching. I've been Lily, and there are more games coming up in this tournament, not tonight but over the coming week, so I'll see you guys there hopefully. Bye!